So we're facing GT40, the reigning, for I don't know how many seasons, war champ. And this first fight is essentially a diversity placement, just to split the path because you're going to have to take a Joe next. And I decided to go with Hood over Doom because I think the Fate Seal is going to make this fight just super easy. All of the, regenerations are from buffs, and with the Stagger and the Fate Seal, it just becomes nothing. He'll never go unblockable. It's just a nothing fight. So I let him hit into my phase, and I'll probably let a heavy rip here in a second. Yeah. Nice little crit there to end it. And then I had to follow it up with this Joe. So it's on Masochism. So I'll be able to throw special ones while on lock on, and it won't trigger the node. Joe is scary. Joe is a scary defender, not because he's hard, especially right now because he's not going to put debuffs on his specials, but because he hits hard as shit through the block. I mean, excuse my language, but you're going to see here in a second. My goal this entire fight, as with almost every Falcon fight, is just get him in lock on and hit, because it's not really much more than that. I mean, he has decent damage, he has very good utility, and he gets that crit rate bonus while he's in lock on. So Joe gets 7s, and he just hit 7k mediums into my block. That's 20k down out of nowhere. So I'd go medium light ending combos to try and get the 7s off and turn them into hearts instead of spades. And I get him down. I'm glad I wore my brown pants for that fight because that was not fun. This Spider-Ham placement is a meta placement right now. Spider-Ham's an easy defender as long as you just throw a special one as soon as you get it. There's no reason not to. Like you'll see in this fight, I end up throwing a special one while I'm not even in lock on, just because I don't find any point in fighting him any other way. He's an easy defender. I know I'm going to take some block damage right here, but I don't have any more Falcon fights, so I couldn't care. But boom. The second one, the bleed is weak, and it's, it doesn't get duplicated by the special one, but it keeps the fight completely manageable. Not just manageable, but easy. And I like when fights are easy. And so I'm going to tune up for a fight I'm going to take here in a bit, which is Sasquatch on 48. I've never really used Doom in war, at least nothing memorable. I put the power back boosts on because, I'm going to be taking that Sasquatch here in a bit. And I was like, I might as well boost. Nova gets, he reduces damage from unblockable attacks, so the special 2, while I have Aura up, is going to do less damage, but it doesn't really matter because Doom does so much damage. So you'll see I threw the special 1, and then I ate the special 1, but because of Aura, it didn't matter. I didn't lose any spacing. I stayed just as tanky as I always am. If I did that fight again, I would not even really think about going to the special 3. I think this was kind of overkill. I probably kill with a special 2, power backed into a special 2. But, there's that. Boom, boom. That's the damage with the reduction. So ridiculous. I can't believe I hadn't really used Doom before in war, because this is cake. I don't think I played that fight very well. I didn't like my strategy in the fight, and I finished with however many percent. But that was just a tune-up for this Sasquatch, which I suggested to my planner DLL to take it, because I'd seen Nerd take it before. He sent me a video and everything. And having not really used Doom, I was super nervous. So my strategy in this fight is make sure to not get hit and keep those indestructibles in case he gets a special 3 and he goes into Wrath out of nowhere and he's not stunned anymore. So, as you saw, I decided to get rid of those boosts because I'm a moron. Here we go, getting to the special 3, and I'm going to be able to control his power. The hard thing about Sasquatch on this placement is when he's in Wrath and he throws a special, he's not going to lose any power. The Vigilance is just going to let me continue to get power from nullifying. So whenever I go up, I just throw a special 1 and go MD and take care of that. Here's another special 2, and he's just melting. And I get a little too confident. I'm like, oh, I won this fight. I don't even have to worry about anything. Right there, I should have pushed to get to a special 3. But there's that, and now I'm here. I decided to throw, even without the Furies, because I wanted to mitigate it with Despair and continue to focus on winning this fight. At this point, it's kind of hard to outdamage the regen, and I'm not out of special 3, which I can't throw anyways because he'll go stun immune, and he's in Wrath. So just, turtle up, block, it's almost over. Take a couple hits, we're both red, and I don't think I've pressed my phone as rapidly and as hard as I did right there. That is why I wanted to keep the invuln. That's why I shouldn't have got hit right there. But it just shows how safe Doom is, because I can push the opponent red and I'm not even really worried. Nullify, special 2, and the fight is over. So if you watched my last war vid, you saw me take this boss before, and I just kept trying to dex at first. So I changed the plan, and I decided to not be an idiot and hit into his block to keep spacing and not get put in the corner. I don't need to invite Null to corner me, which I did last time. I can just make sure that I feel safe. So I'm gonna be more passive in the sense of I'm not gonna be aggressively get dexes. I'm just gonna let them come naturally. So now I have gotten the fight started and I feel like I'm in full control of the fight. I already regened everything because Hood has that little regen people forget about. And once I throw this SP2, it's just over. This is one of the easier boss fights in the game, or at least in war history. It really reminds me of the Super Scroll meta placement that people used to do, and I would just take it with Sorcerer Supreme every time. So I know the first time I took this, it was mostly for practice, so that I would feel the confidence I do now. And yeah, so I'm gonna bait the special 2, and I'm gonna block all of it. There's no point in trying to dex it, in my opinion. I'm gonna cleanse the armor breaks, and it's just, I'll take 3k block damage. I don't care. When you're fighting a boss, you should manage your health in the sense of you don't want to get close to dying, but you can take some chip damage if it makes the fight safer. So I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna throw 2 wasted special 2s, which, you know what, that's fine. I got reverse controlled and he dexed it. The fact that Null dexed my special 2 is so funny. Yeah, here we go. Back to just managing the fight as it is. A little light intercept because I felt like I was in my groove. And I'm going to throw this special 2. And I'm pretty sure it sends me red. And so I was like, you know what? Let me pop it. And it killed him. That felt very clean. I'm pretty proud of that. We ended up losing. They went 150-0 on our defense, which, you know, they're the war champs for a reason. We did okay. I'm happy that we kept it around where we did. And, you know, it would have been cool to win this, but it's not, you know, it's not super defeating to lose to the best alliance in the game. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care.